Today we're going to be ranking most of the Komainu Yo-Kai. Last time we did the Nyan Yo-Kai, and I think that was a pretty fun list. We're just doing like the main ones like KJ and Komadillo and Komami and all the others. We're not going to do a lot of them. I got like, I think 30 here. So Koma-san. Koma-san is a good yokai. I really like his personality. He's actually really good in the games. So I think we're probably gonna put him above average. So we're gonna put him in A tier. There we go. Jibanyan B, and we'll put them in B. B, I think, for them would be a nice placement. Like, I don't think we can really do too much with him because he's basically just, you know, a copy of Koma-san. So there's not much you can do on that front. Koma-san T. I think we're gonna put him in Z. Like, honestly, he's so cute. Like, look at him. Like, he has to be Z. He's just so amazing. Komajiro. Komajiro is a great contrast to Koma-san. I would put them in the same, but I feel like Komajiro is more S tier than anything. Komainu, I mean, it's just the evolution, right? But I probably put them like on the same level as Koma-san because, like, even though he's more powerful, he loses the charm that Koma-san has, so it's more of a trade-off kind of thing, you know. Okay, Komaiger. I'll probably put Komaiger in B. Like, I don't really like Komaiger. I mean, he's good, but I just don't really. They change him too much compared to Koma-san. Evolutions are like always. Like, I always don't really like evolutions. I mean, that much. So I think it's kind of disappointing when that kind of thing happens, but hey, you know. Komaka-chan, she's not a great character, you know, like, I think I want to put her in D. I really don't like her personality, and it's just like, kind of, I mean, it's fun, they went for a fun new design, but, thinking about that. Robo-Koma, I'm probably gonna say a similar thing and then put them in C tier. Kurokoma. If we put Kurokoma probably an S, probably above Komajiro. I just love Kurokoma as a character. So I'll put them below Komajiro. So low S, I think. Yeah, Pookie, please make a Komajiro in Z, and I'll make a tweet saying I hate Komashiro. You better. But I would have put him in Z anyway because he's like god tier. Like, he's a great Koma. Not as good as Koma-san T, but he's still up there. Hardy Hound. Red J and Captain Thunder 2, I feel like those bosses that were like based off them, it's like a cool idea, but I feel like this is something that belongs in F tier for me. I don't really like the character, and it's like so much astray from the Komainu family here, but it's just like I don't like the idea. I think it's a good idea, like making bosses based off the original yokai, but I feel like they took it in the wrong direction. And I really don't find any of the boss yokai like this, who are basically super versions of the original yokai likable. KJ, high S, definitely. He's such a good character. Didn't mean to do that, but high S definitely for KJ. He's such a great character compared to all the others. I just absolutely love him, and yeah. Komami was like an interesting case of this. Like, I think she was like one of those anime and Puni exclusive ones. I really like her character, but it's just like she's so, I don't know. I kind of like her, honestly. I'll probably put her high C. Actually, no, I don't want to put her with Robo-Koma, because if I have that opinion of Robo-Koma, I definitely value Komami way more. So I'll put her in B. K-Koma and K-Jiro. For those of you who don't know, my opinion on the Koma brothers is like, they're bad. I'll put them in F tier. Koma and Keijiro are both trash yokai. It was basically trying to be, you know, the American equivalent of the Komainu Yo-Kai, basically. Kind of like something that they did with Tamyan, but unlike what they did with Tamyan, they ended up making their personalities basically the same thing, which kind of detracted from both of them. So it wasn't really a nice contrast, and it wasn't really showing off this new American persona of these original characters that people loved. But it was just like, these yokai are from America. They act just like the... they just act like Komakan and Komajiro, but they're from America. But Koma-san and Komajiro, I mean, they are from the country, but still, like, I feel like they didn't do enough to differentiate Koma and Keijiro from the rest. It doesn't matter what, like, wacky instincts they get to, because it's like, I can see Koma-san and Komajiro doing the same thing, and it would be way better. Shadowside Koma-san, I'll probably put High B. Like, he's a... I feel like... I like Shadowside Koma-san, but it's just... The direction they took with him was good, unlike... And it still seemed like Koma-san under there, unlike what they did with the other Shadowside characters, where they were, like, completely different. Even though, you know, Shadowside Yokai are technically different people, they still, I like when they share parallels, and I think they did that excellently, while also making them a new person, with Koma-san. Shadowside Komajiro, I don't like him as a character. I mean, I think he's a good character, but he's just not my thing. And still, it's like, I'll put him high C. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but it's just like, Shadowside Koma-san, or Komajiro, I mean, he's such an annoying little prick, and I hate him. Kyuryo Koma-san. I'll probably rate him... Z's too high. I'll put him... I'll put him mid-S. Oh, right above Koma-san, right behind KJ. Koma-san, I just love the dark versions of the characters. Especially Koma-san. He feels so snarky. He feels like such a jerk, and I just love it. I mean, I guess you could say the same with... what's his name, Komajiro, but I feel like this is more, you know, gaming the goal. If they were, I feel like they did much better with Kyuryo Koma-san. Kyuryo Komajiro, I'm gonna make a category called I don't know enough to say, because I think this is the prime candidate where we'll see some of these get into here. So this one, I do not know. I mean, I know who he is, but like, I know he's Kyuryo Komajiro, but I feel like I don't know enough about his character to be able to set him apart from the others. Same thing with this one, even though it looks very cute, I don't know. Same thing with this ice one. And then there's one of the legendary... I mean, I know about them, I just don't remember their name. So, let's continue with the list. Wibble Koma and Punijiro. Or, I meant to put them in F. Because the characters, they're just Puni versions, and Puni versions are never really that great to begin with. I feel like they could really, like, I don't get the point of having, like, Puni versions of yokai, considering there are already so many yokai in Puni, and pretty much every yokai under the sun, then some that aren't even yokai. But I just don't really have a soft spot for the Puni gang. You know what, I'll put them above K-Koma. I'll put them above the Koma Nomads and Hardy Hound, though. I don't really favor one over the other. But yeah, there they are. Tempura-san is so cute. I mean, I know it's like one of those clones, and I was just complaining about clones, but I'll probably put them low A tier, because just look at this. How could you say F tier to this? I forget this one's name, but I'll probably also put them low B along with Koma-san Sensei. Since they're yokai that I really am like meh about. They're like, again, they're like clones, but still, I guess they're important enough to have their place on the tier list. So I'm still gonna mark them there. The Fluffy Koma-san, I'll put an A tier. This one is a lot better than this one. It's so fluffy and so cute. How could you deny it? Probably not above Treasure Koma-san though. But I don't. But yeah, pretty cute yokai. Jibakoma. Jibakoma. Oh, I meant to move this one. But Jibakoma, I feel like Kirby Main said something about putting them in F tier. I'm not sure. I feel like they're cute. Like I want to put them like in a similar, aspect of like. I want to put them. I'll probably put them with Robokoma because I kind of like Jibakoma. I really like Jibakoma as a character. Actually, I mean, I really like Jibakoma's design, but I don't really like him as a character. I mean, it makes sense since it's a fusion, but still, it's like the colors are just off and kind of ugly and everything. And I don't really see much Jiba in Jibakoma here, so besides the red, I guess, but that doesn't really make me think of, like, what if he had his Haramaki instead? What if what if he had the Haramaki instead and he was red all over, but he still had the eyebrows and the wisp and stuff, and it still had his bag? I feel like that would have been an integration of like merging the two, so you could still see like both of them. But like I can see like visibly like where the inspiration is. Like I can see the bell here, and I can see the wisp at the top of his head. But really, not a lot to remind me of Jibanyan. It seems more like a Koma than anything. And I heard someone like when I was doing my Jibanyan tier list. Said that Jibakoma should have been on there, but Jibakoma is way more of a Koma than they'll ever be. This one, I'm probably going to... I'll probably put... You know what, do I even have enough knowledge to say? Because I don't know, I don't think I do. But I'll put it, we'll put them there. Okay, Komadillo. This is the one I've been waiting for, but Komadillo, I feel like, is just like another jab at Komajiro. Like, Komajiro always gets the short end of the stick, and even in Gakuen, like, I was so hoping he would be a student in Gakuen, but no, they ended up being, he ended up being this instead, whatever this even is. So, or an armadillo, or whatever. I'm not thinking, I can't think of what he is right now. I can't think of the name. But I feel like, I mean, I kind of like him, but I feel like they gave him the short end of the stick on this one. I feel like they should have given Komadillo or Komajiro so much more than just Komadillo. I feel like he should have been a student. So I'm probably gonna put him in. I'll probably put him in B somewhere. Above Buster, I'll say. And then the last one, Sandoya Koma, or the student version of Koma-san and Yo-Kai Gakuen Mai. So I'm probably gonna put him in. What should we do with him? I mean, I really like him as a character. I think he's nice, but then again, he gives off like way too much Koma-san vibes. Like Fubuki Himekawa, you can tell like it's Fubuki in there with some of her actions, but I feel like they did it too much. Like you can tell that it's Fubuki Himekawa under there, but it's still like a different character. Same thing with Jibanyan, same thing with Mera Raido and Rescue Kyubi. Like you can tell it's the character's undertones, and they do have some of the aspects of the character, but they did change it enough to make the dynamic more interesting. But Sendo Koma, I feel like they didn't do that. Like as much as I like Koma-san, like they even changed Jibanyan in that series. So I feel like if they would have, given him more of a personality, I think it would have gone a long way. We're gonna put Sendo Koma in A tier because I think he's a really nice character, and I really like Koma-san's personality, and he's basically like Koma-san. But I feel like they should have done more differentiation in Gakuen like they did with all the other characters. So that's about it. Koma-san T, Fluffy Koma-san, Komashura, KJ, Kyuryo Koma-san, Komajiro, Kira Koma, Sandoyo Koma, Koma-san, Komain, Tempura-san, Shadowside Koma-san, Komadillo, B Koma-san, Komain, Komami, this, whatever his name is, Komajiro, Koma-san Sensei, Shadowside Komajiro, Robokoma, Jibakoma, Komaka-chan, Punijiro, Wibokoma, Hardy Hound, then the KK Brothers, and then these two. So this was a bit of a fun one, a bit of a shorter one. So I had a lot of fun with that one. It was a lot of a shorter one. It definitely felt a lot more less tedious than the Jibanyan tier list was. Like, I felt like it was nice to go through this one. It was a nice little fun short thing to do. So, yeah. So anyway, that is it for today's stream. Make sure to tune in to Monday's video. It's going to be one of two videos. I'm not sure what that is yet. We're going to be streaming on the 27th, and then, you know, videos this Monday. This Friday, and then Monday, and then we'll switch over the schedule for when school starts. I'll let you know about that in the future. But that's it for this stream. Bye bye, my lonely watchers.